Busuttil.
I'd highly suggest getting your hands on a catalogue, whether it's a print copy or whether it's a soft copy online. Look through it multiple times. You're going to be buying this, you're going to be investing money into this. So you definitely want to make sure that this isn't an impulse buy. Most times some of the items can be quite expensive. So I would highly recommend that you look through it several times. You put down, you try research the object, because most auction houses will not give you 100% guarantees that the object you're going to be buying is 100%, what the catalogue entry does say. There have been several misattributions, so you need to be careful. Write down your maximum budget next to each item you plan on bidding on. So when you are at the auction, you can actually look at the catalogue and say, okay, on this item, I'm ready to bid 700 and the maximum is 1,000. So the euphoria in the auction room doesn't get to your head and you realize, oh my God, I just spent 3,000 on this object when my initial budget was 700, 1,000, whatever. So at least that's something I do, and this was one of the things I ended up doing at the Community Chess Fund Fine Art Auction. I had my catalogue over there, and I did put down my maximum budgets next to all the artworks I intended on bidding, and that keeps me in check when seeing all the other people in the auction bidding, that kept me in control big time.
Dan huwa l-Fine Arts Auction li ilu jsir diversi snin, għal dis-sena rġajna minnih. Dan huwa parti mill-Strina campaign. Il-proceeds ta' dawn il-kwadri imorru kollha għall-Community Chess Fund Foundation, u sena wara sena dan l-auction dejjem qed jikber. Illum għandna 70 biċċa minn 70 artist, mhux kollha Maltin, jiġifieri għandi l-pjaċir ngħid li hemm xi artisti barranini qed jipparteċipaw ukoll, u l-artist jagħti l-biċċa xogħol tiegħu b'xejn. Hija attività li dejjem ġabret ammont sostanzjali għal Community Chess Fund, u għalhekk tingħata ċertu importanza, u għalhekk il-President tagħmilha fil-palazz tagħha stess minħabba l-importanza li tagħti.
Different people can participate in auctions, be it as a private individual or as a company, as a corporate entity, or even a governmental institution. In my case, being a representative for Artemisia Fine Arts and Antiques, I was there with a very specific agenda in mind. We do have a collecting policy, and whilst generally we buy artworks directly from artists to build up our inventory for resale purposes in the future, in this case it was a beautiful act, it was a philanthropic act, you can say.
Dal-irkant isir bla tema, allura m'hawnx tema, kull min jixtieq jippreżenta biċċa xogħol jista' jippreżenta hawnhekk hawn artisti kważi kollha stabbiliti. Dis-sena li għamilna hija minħabba li il-kwadri li konna qegħdin nirċievu l-biċċiet ta' xogħol li konna qegħdin kienu qed jikbru sena wara sena, id-darba li kellna nagħmlu hija stidinna 70 artist aħna biex jipparteċipaw, kienet by invitation only. Biex bekk intellaw daqsxejn il-livell ukoll tal-irkant u nagħtu opportunità lil dawk li huma stabbiliti li anke jipparteċipaw f'dan l-att li wara kollox huwa qatt filantropiku.
If the object is quite expensive, then you would hire the services of a specialist in the field who can consult you and guide you. Ideally, you always go in person to see the objects you are bidding on. And if you're not in the same country, then you can either hire the services of a surveyor or an expert to go and see the piece of furniture, work of art, whatever it might be. Make sure you really do love the object, because at the end of the day, if you're just solely buying for the sake of investing, like many investments, you might not get the return that you might have hoped for. Also make sure to include those additional costs such as logistics, VAT, the buyer's premium, and realize that different auction houses have different fees that they charge. Sometimes it scales with price brackets, so for example up to £1 million might charge you 12% as a fee, as their commission fee, or sometimes it can even go up to 28%, and that's a serious increase. As as of 2016, there was a huge initiative in the UK for all auction houses and all sorts of adverts, whether on the Antiques Trade Gazette, to make it very clear that, listen, if you're buying this piece, then here's the price of the piece, excluding all costs, but then keep in mind that there's X amount of VAT, logistical fees, and commissions that need to be paid.